Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? That's what I like to hear. Don't be shy. You can eat course one. It's part of the fun of the luncheon, right? That's how we do it. Thank you so much for the kind introduction, Deanna. Can we begin by, first of all, giving a big round of applause to our MC, Jennifer, who's going to be taking us through the afternoon. That is not an easy task, but we know we're big fans of yours and know that you're up to it. Thank you so much to you, Deanna, and Anita as well for starting us off so beautifully. My name is Ausma Malik. My pronouns are she, her. I'm very proud to be Toronto's deputy mayor, and I'm so proud to be the city councillor right here in Spadina, Fort York, home of the Shangri-La and home of so many of our amazing venues to celebrate, to nurture, and to support film in this city. And I'm so honored to join you this afternoon to celebrate the 4th annual Real Asian Firehorse Fundraiser and Award Ceremony. And when I hear you share that with us, Deanna, it's hard to believe because the celebrations that we have had over the last several years and the people who we've been able to celebrate feels like it's a part of the fabric of our storytelling and what we can look forward to together. And I do want to extend my congratulations and my thanks to Anita Lee, to Deanna Wong, to Yanling Shi, and all of those who helped organize this wonderful event. And of course, to the incredible and difficult work of the jury selection and for the outcome that we get to celebrate here with Ali Kazimi, who we have the honor of hearing from a little bit later, but also to be celebrating and reflecting on his impact to us today at the Firehorse Awards. We thank you for your dedication and your work to showcase stories that reach us all and that resonate deeply, and for your impact as a filmmaker and as an educator and as an advocate. And I know those things are woven so closely. My parents immigrated from Pakistan to Canada more than 50 years ago, and they made Toronto their first home together. And to this day, it is still one of their proudest choices. And also, starting us off, acknowledging the land that we're on is also a really important reminder about what has brought so many of us here. My parents came from a place harmed by colonization, and part of their choice is about that story too. And what has been so deeply meaningful to me about your work, Ali, is how we acknowledge those threads, right? Those experiences that resonate deeply, but also how their impact is different, and how we come to this work, our collective work of storytelling, of being creatives, of public servants, and say, how do we weave those stories together in a way that makes a meaningful impact and that we can actually change and transform the story of this place we now know as Canada through our actions and through our activities, but most of all, through community. And I just want to take a moment for us to look around and look at this incredible community that Real Asian brings together over and over again and reinforces and invites us to share those stories in really meaningful ways. Can we give a round of applause to each and every one of you who are a part of that? I don't have to tell this group twice that film shapes our lives. It's in theaters, it's in conversations on our main streets, it's in our communities. It is the storytelling medium of our time as well, whether it's 30 seconds or a feature film. And it invites us to see new worlds and gives us perspectives on the ones we live in. And that is so crucial and more important than ever. And Real Asian in particular puts Toronto on the map as a filmmaking and film-loving city, one that reflects our stories, our diversity, celebrates and tells them in a beautiful way, and tells the stories of the remarkable people who call this place home. And it's important that, when we talk about the city of Toronto, we always talk about it as a hub of film and art and culture, don't we? We love to say that, and we know who makes it. It is the filmmakers, it's the artists, it's the culture makers who do that every single day, even when it's challenging. They do it because we know that it's worth it. And for me, my commitment at City Hall and with the Mayor and Council has been to make sure that we are walking our talk as a city to support that. You've likely heard about the Mayor's Economic Action Plan, and it includes Council's longer-term vision on how we step up and demonstrate that support. It is, of course, about responding to this immediate moment that Anita so eloquently shared with us and that we know that we're up against, but it's about continuing to build a more prosperous and resilient Toronto and a more prosperous filmmaking, arts, and creative culture here, and solidifying Toronto as the global leader that we know that it is. And Ali, thank you for being a part of that and setting that example for us as well. It's so exciting to look forward to another year of this amazing work. Let's work together to make sure that in our city, in this province, in our country, everyone has what they need to thrive. And of course, that includes the things that we know are so important and that are supports for artists and culture makers, affordable housing, amazing community services, but also making sure that we invest in artists and culture makers in the spaces where you can have programming, in funding that you can rely on, in spaces that you can access and count on, because we know what the stories we tell and the way that you tell it is about how we understand the world that we live in and our place in it. Thank you all so much. Enjoy today's lunch, and thank you to Real Asian.